Hi, everyone.
Off to a great start.
Welcome to the very 4th episode of Secrets of the Lost Summit. We are
Do
here
you like
hanging
jazz?
I like jazz.
How are you guys in chat? I don't care about these people here with me.
Hey,
They're-
I didn't do anything.
They're mean to me.
Coverware?
How are you guys?
Pretty
not-
good.
You're muted, Jake.
Tired.
Jake and
Talk to
Tyler.
yourself.
Jake and Tyler are having a muting war right now, so
You're still muted, dog.
you're.
Yeah.
I just don't think. Okay.
I don't know what's happening, actually.
We're missing all of Jake's hot takes.
More like cold takes.
Oh,
Or like cold plays.
it's awesome.
Oh!
All right, I think that's the end of the session. I think we're done for tonight, guys. It's been 1 minute, and this is too much.
I'm reading about substance right now.
Substance?
Substance?
Yeah.
In writing? In literature?
Well, no, in like world cultures. Because I forgot to take a quiz, and it's gonna be due like right after we get done. So I'm reading over all the notes and stuff that they suggested.
Oops.
I got like a little notification on my phone from Canvas, and it was like, "Hey, you have an assignment due," and I was like, "I have a what?"
Excuse me?
It's only like a little like 10-question quiz, but I just forgot about it, so I'm just like reading over it. It's about like how people around the world keep like food on their tables all around the world, because it's like one of the few things that are considered a constant in like anthropology.
I like
Typically put it
anthropology.
there.
Anthropology has such a nice connotation to the word. Anthropology. This sounds nice, right?
Look, so I needed this class, like this or one other class, to finish my degree, and I honestly had no idea what anthropology was, and I was pleasantly surprised I wasn't going to be learning about bugs. So, like, I don't know, I hear anthropology and thought I was going to be learning about bugs. So when they told me I was going to be learning about human societies and systems, I was like, this is great.
Thank God. So
That's what I really
learned
liked
something
about
interesting on
I don't know
TikTok.
what the study of
Everyone's
bugs
talking
is.
at the same time.
Ah!
What are you guys doing? I'm gonna butt in every time someone talks tonight for the rest of the session.
That's a ziddle zap thing, though. I mean,
You're not wrong.
And what's new?
Hey, what are you talking about? What? That's what I thought.
Are you gonna do it to me too?
Silencio. Anyway,
No, I've never
Cool.
given it to you, dog.
since they're muting each other, I found an interesting TikTok. Apparently, the financial aid you get as an adult is better than if you go to college after you're 23. It's better than if you get financial aid when you're 18.
Yep.
That goes off your income, not your parents' income.
Yep. This was the first year that I got any help from, you get student loans, but this was like a Pell Grant that you get. You have to be 24 years old in order to get that. Otherwise,
25.
Otherwise, you have to use your parents' income even if you don't live with them.
I haven't lived with my parents in 6 years.
I haven't lived with mine for 3 years, going on 4, and that was the biggest pain in the ass. They were like, "Yep, your parents should be paying for your college." I was like, "But I don't live with them," and they were like, "That's too damn bad."
You keep digging.
That's the second time we've made that reference in 2 streams.
That's because it's such a good reference.
I'm just
And I
reviving to
did
the.
keep digging.
Ah.
I kept digging that money pit.
Yeah, for real.
But it's,
Me too,
it's not
Ty.
too bad. I looked at it like this. I was like, well, okay, so when I'm done with my degree, I'll just have like a big car payment. That's all for 20 years.
Yeah, I have a 30-year loan right now. I
What, your
bought a house.
mortgage?
It's $150,000.
Bro, I wish houses in this area were that cheap.
Kat, did you look at the playlist I made for Therion?
You made a playlist for Therion?
I sent it here. It literally
Oh.
said for at Catherine.
Wait, what?
Does it die about halfway through?
Oh, Michael.
Bro.
Sorry,
Die
mine
Hard?
has substance.
I'm pretty sure it's just one album, dog.
No, just go look at it. Look at it,
Isn't
bro.
it just like a Kanye West album? That's what I thought.
I only hope.
It is just the Jesus is King.
Do you
album.
have too much time on my hands by Sticks on there?
Not yet.
Dude,
Not yet.
we all need to go make playlists for our characters and post them in the Discord. Not
Yeah.
right now. Not right now.
Get on it.
All right, I'll see you guys in about 45
I'm
minutes.
doing
No,
that.
just an hour.
I think I bruised my tailbone.
Oh yeah, you
Do I
told us about
ask
that.
how?
What, Kyle?
You told us about that. Well, yesterday. I mean, we weren't on stream.
Yeah. Like, fell out of my hammock. Right on my fucking ass.
If we're gonna make them though, like what would Ziddle Zap have as a playlist?
White noise. just white
Just-
noise.
I think
I
I'd
don't know,
make
dude.
mine.
What's that song by Lil Uzi Vert where he's like, "All my friends are dead"? That one.
I have that and what's the other one?
Can you put like all my exes live in Texas on there?
Chick down in Dallas.
Whoa.
Mm.
Just have See You Again by Wiz Khalifa. Separate Ways by Journey.
Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. Marvin's Room, Drake. What other songs about death?
Just
All the
Electric
small
Feeling.
things.
Dead
Electric Feeling.
by My Chemical Romance.
Adam's song.
Which one by My Chemical Romance?
Dead.
Blood.
Blood.
Not Adam's song. Okay.
Adam's song by Blink
Blink,
182.
yeah.
I don't listen to a whole lot of Blink 182.
It's about one of their fans that killed himself.
I mean, I know the song. I knew what the
Why,
concept
Tyler?
of the song was. Because I believe
It's the
that.
cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
What?
I know what you're talking about, that clip of that. Yeah. Like a streamer, a little bunny rabbit, and then it gets shot.
Cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, that's such a good game, though.
What was it? What game is it?
Good. Now I can't think of the name.
Perfect. Good timing.
You muted me, you asshole. It's
Man.
Until Dawn.
Oh, yeah. I should play through that one.
What would we put on Jackson's playlist, though?
Just death metal.
Honestly.
Nah, if you, for a moment, tell me that All Star by Smash Mouth is not on his album, you're a liar.
Oh, that's Crank's album, dog.
The entire Motley Crue discography just because he's Nikki Six.
Snicky Six with a sword.
But does this
And
thing mean
Metal
that we
Arm.
make a playlist for Kyle as a DM?
Just the Jimmy Neutron theme song.
Yeah.
On repeat.
But why does it actually slap, though?
Kid with a mind for invention. Powered mind. Mechanical K9.
Thanks, Michael.
Yo, you want to
25 years old.
full-on adult. Singing Jimmy Neutron on the internet.
I'm impressed with how well you just like knew it. Like that was a lot.
Yeah. Got a blast.
I think a famous band wrote it too. It's like not like a random band that made the Jimmy Neutron theme.
I'm just gonna look like this all night.
It's Blue Man Group.
Like what? What's different?
Even better.
You should have turned on the green light when you were Crink. Jesus.
I'm gonna have a seizure.
It's not that fast. I think I can make it.
It's rhythmic. It's when it's not.
Going.
Here we go.
It's provocative.
I would stop that though, Tyler. Seriously though. Just in case.
Trigger warning: epilepsy.
I can't find.
But whose playlist starts with "Your Love" by The Outfield, sung by Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy?
Tiki's.
Did you watch Ed, Edd n Eddy at all, Michael, as a kid?
Yeah, a little bit. Our parents didn't let us really watch.
We weren't either. I could see it like a friend's house. That was about it.
Yeah. I could catch it here and there, but our parents would let us watch a lot of cartoons.
Unless it was Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Which is racist.
Okay, I'm not getting into that today.
Whoa.
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
I mean, there are old cartoons, like Looney Tune cartoons, that are pretty bad.
Yeah. You know.
There's a lot of stereotypes in Looney Tunes. What's that?
It's a YouTube link.
Oh,
Dungeons and Dragons. All right.
You just need to unpack that 1.5-minute video real quick, and then you'll be good to go for this session.
While he's unpacking, we'll do like our quick recap. Last time, our nerds. You guys really just hung out all last time. You figured out that you were gonna run away from Silith, and then went through Ferris to pick up a cart and some supplies and whatnot. You started strolling down the path, finding a fork in the road, eventually, where you did run into some bandits who you seemingly turned on the right path in life. I mean, you scared the shit out of them, so they might actually do that.
Good.
Ophelia was stalked by a bird.
Not good.
And then I think that's about where we ended it. So you guys were at that like crossroads between Ferris and Gilramore. Took your long rest, and now you'd probably be waking up in these like woods right here. So, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna change out of my jammies.
Okay. Oh yeah, we established that
have a whole
everybody's gonna
thing.
get matching jams.
Jam Jams!
Oh yeah, jam.
We need to do that like as a thing and not let anybody know here on saving throws, and all 5 of us just show up in matching jams for every session from now on.
Well, now that you said it, they're gonna know.
They won't know until we do it. Silly goose.
a year later, like, hey, remember when we said we were gonna get matching jams? It's time.
It's time. Okay, you
We're
guys
headed
all
towards-
start waking up, and yeah, what do you guys do?
Gilramore? How far are we from Gilramore, do you think? Do we know?
About a day, maybe a little bit over a day.
Does this other path look familiar to me at all?
No.
Okay, so I
You-
would have...
Traveling up, you
Gone.
would have traveled. Do you see the white dash line?
Yeah.
That's like the outline of the kingdom. That's like the limits to the kingdom.
Oh, okay. So that's the path I would have followed.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Cool. I was just wondering. So, never mind.
So what do you guys do?
Keep going.
Yeah, probably just
Start
chugging
heading
along.
out? Okay, so you pack
Yeah.
all your stuff up, and get it all packed back up onto your cart and start heading down the street. The day goes by. You all are just sitting on the cart, correct?
Yep. Play the rainbow.
Wine.
Play that funky music, wine boy.
I brought this
Lay
on myself.
down the boogie.
Play that funky music till you die.
Till you die.
You guys hear loud rumbling coming from
Oh,
right
dear.
in
Loud
front of you.
rumbling?
No.
Very on
What's
Foster's knees.
happening?
I didn't sing the great music.
Is that the Tarask wake up song?
Yeah, and since
does
two of
Sunrise
you sung
relax?
that, you watch as
Let's just turn around.
Ah, that's.
I take the horse off the cart backwards. Just
See you later.
Audio.
if 3 level 3 characters manage to kill a Tarask, I quit Dungeons and Dragons.
So yeah, you guys keep heading south along the path, passing people every once in a great while, just like people with postage and running things back and forth between the two towns. Probably closer to sunset, you start to notice that the woods are starting to open up. You get the sense that you're heading into Gilramore. It's very strange as you walk in. There's no like wall or gate blocking off Gilramore. You start seeing, as the woods separate and get thinner, you start seeing like open fields. And you can see that there's crops growing in these fields on both sides of the road. And then you'll see like a house off in the distance by those fields. You'll see some like very few cattle roaming around. It's very, as you get more into it, you notice that this is Gilramore. It's more of just like spread out like farms. And it's very like odd how it's placed. Ophelia, you would see as you're walking in to the left, you're kind of just observing the crops and the different livestock walking through the fields. You hear like a whirring sound, like a ting, and you look and you see like what looks like almost like a bull, probably a little bit smaller than a bull. It looks like some kind of like mechanical looking bowl-shaped creature, and it's walking through like the farm on your left as you're strolling in. And like you walk by and you hear like a boing ting, and you watch as like a spring goes flying off across the path into the other path, or into the other field. The like livestock besides this mechanical bull that's like right next to you is like dismal. Like there's maybe 2 regular cows on that side of the field, and you see maybe 2 or 3 on the other side. It's very strange. Like usually if you see like a farm, you're used to seeing, you know, dozens of livestock. It seems like there's very few walking around here.
Has anyone been this way before?
I don't think I've been this south, as far past Gilramore.
I don't know where we are.
I've never been this south.
Therian, as Ophelia's looking at the one like mechanical bull that's like pretty close to your cart, there's a fence between the field and the path. you look off to the right, and you can see like further out in the field that's on the right, you see another one. It looks about the same, in the same like condition. They look kind of like just like hodgepodge, like made out of like weird scrap metals. You can see like gears moving on the inside. Things are like falling off as they're walking. But they seem to be doing like the job of like pulling like a wagon and stuff like that. They look like they're grazing somehow as they're walking through the fields. It's just very odd. You've never seen like creatures like that.
Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
these mage cloaks, are they everywhere?
How far spread would I know that the mage cloaks are?
You would know that the Lord lives in Cashire, and from your understanding, there is a almost like a commander in every city, as far as you know.
In
knew
Westopia?
At least in Westopia. You would know for sure in Westopia. Because you had yours in Silith, and you would know of the one that was in Ferris.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know that the master of all of the mage cloaks resides in Cashire, so...
Yeah.
As far as you know, they're throughout all of Westopia.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty widespread.
Awesome.
They have a lot of influence.
So, don't look like this going into the city? Or, I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Starting to lose who I am in all of this. Have we come across like any people? Like past anyone?
You haven't passed anybody on the path now, but you do see like people working out in the fields, people coming into like this houses. As you start to get like further into the town, it doesn't seem like it has like a square or like any like main like meeting area or anything like that. It seems like Gilramore was made as just like farmland, and they just kind of like, this seemed like very fertile land, so they all set up here and they kind of support each other. And then from how much farmland you do see, you'd estimate, and knowing that the aid came from Gilramore to Silith, that they seem to like almost help stock most of Westopia, at least to an extent. And as you get further in, it starts to like get a little bit more populated in the center. You see that there's a couple more houses that are closer together. And you see like off to the side of one house, there is it looks like almost like a pen almost with like a roof over it. Except it's massive. And you see like a bunch of people are like pushing hay into it, and there's like cushions that they've made there inside, but the cushions as well are like massive as they're like putting this. It looks like it's meant to be like almost like a dog house for like a very large creature, as they're like, it looks like they're setting it up. Jackson, you like watch as like a cart comes strolling by you, and like the cart stops next to you, and like this person looks at you and goes, "I know you."
No, you don't.
And you look, and it's the person from Silith who you interrogated about the barrels. He goes, "Yeah, you're the guy from Silith that got the goblins out of the barrels."
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's been a while. What brings you all
It's
the
been a
way
few days.
down to Gilramore?
Well, we're just passing through. No reason specifically, just traveling.
Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck. There's not much here, though, so if you need to stay anywhere, there's Donnie's down that way, but that's about it.
Oh, I appreciate the the looks.
Chip?
Good looks, bud.
And he like looks at you kind of like, absolutely. Well, good day. And he like snaps his horse and he watches his wagon goes off. You can see that it's full of like crops and stuff like that he's bringing north.
Jackson's so awkward.
I have a 6 charisma.
I love it. Plays it so well.
Yeah. I'll just keep my hood up, and like if people start to like look more closely at me, I will kind of.
Okay. Yeah, and like looking around, they all seem like just like farm folk. They're just kind of doing their job. They seem like they all have a job that they know what it is. And you notice as like the sun's setting, you see across these fields, you see that every field within Gilramore has at least one of these mechanical looking bowls, and you can see like there's like lights coming off of them. Like they're almost like lit up a little bit, like from the energy keeping them going on the inside.
Energy? Does it seem like a magical energy?
I mean, that would be your best guess to keep them going. And you can like hear like the whirring of some of them, and every once in a while you hear like the ching ching as like one of them like starts to like stumble and fall. They don't seem completely stable, but they seem to be doing whatever job it is that they're tasked with.
Do I get a sense of what they're supposed to be doing?
It looks like they're doing what typical cattle do. They're like grazing. Some of them are pulling like what are they called? Through the fields to harvest some of the crop. They're
like
pulling that behind them.
plows
Yeah,
or
plows through the field. Like they're not doing anything different than what a cattle would do. It just seems like they're like short on cattle for some reason, and somehow they figured out how to make these weird mechanical versions that they're using.
Strange.
And you notice that like all of their livestock is like that. Like you see like a pig pen off to the side of one house, but you only see one, and then 2 quick scurry across the pen, but that's all you see inside of it. When it looks like it could probably house 10 to 15. It's very strange, but they're all kind of just like doing their job. Everyone like nods at you as you walk through the town, but none of them seem to bother you.
This is an interesting place.
Quiet.
Mm-hmm. Did we have plans for anything within Gilramore, or just pass through here?
Well, we kind of wanted to see if there's any update about what's going on in Cashire.
And you say that the Lord of all the Mage Cloaks is in Cashire.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really just going right towards them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see how that could be a problem.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
We're not there for them. We're there to investigate the disappearances.
Oh.
Just... what was that?
Well, I got a
I
TikTok,
thought we're not.
Tyler.
I'm not on TikTok.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God, I'm not on TikTok. But
I just don't know if it's safe.
Well, nowhere's safe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's real reassuring.
Well,
But this place in particular.
this place in particular.
Yeah, Cashire.
Mm-hmm. And Gilramore.
I mean, like, on the scale of unsafe, Cashire is like a 10.
Maybe.
It's really, really reassuring.
we just gotta be careful. We'll be fine.
You're not the one they're hunting.
Yeah, I am now.
Mm-hmm.
bold of you to assume.
So what do you guys do as you're traveling through? It's starting to get dark out, and you just see like As you're passing by, quick like scrambling, you'll see like some kids run across the street in front of you. And they're like mom chasing behind them with like a bale of hay, and she quick throws it into the pen thing that they're building, and quick runs after them. You notice on your left as you're walking, still connected to a field, it looks like a house. But there's like a small like white sign and like a white picket fence around it that says the Purple Beat.
What is it? Is it like a store or a?
It looks like a house, but you would almost get the sense that it's like a bread and breakfast.
Oh. Well, that sounds nice.
You don't see like any like big like stores anywhere. It just looks like everybody operates out of their house and does what needs to be done throughout the town.
Respectable.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Pretty much.
We can rest here and continue on.
Yep. I'm gonna go knock on the door of the Purple Beat.
Yeah, and you knock on the door and you hear like a, "Oi, Melody, there's somebody at the door." And she goes, I'm coming, and you quick runs and you hear like a couple of locks unlock, and she opens and goes, "Hello.
Hi.
Do you need board? Are you looking to may I help you?
Yeah.
In what way?"
Jackson!
And you see like this short little like halfling woman. She's got like frizzy red hair. And she's just wearing like a simple like dress, and she's got like an apron around her waist, and she's like wiping off her hands on it, like looking at you like,
Hi. We're
Hello.
just travelers passing through looking for a place to stay for the night.
"Oh, of course. Come on in." And she opens up the door. She goes, "It wouldn't have been that hard for you to say it."
I get tongue-tied sometimes.
Understandable. Well, come in. It's getting dark. And you see as she like ushers you in, she like peeks out the door, and looks around for a minute and then closes the door.
What'd you do that for?
And she like looks at you and goes, "What?"
I don't
you-
think it was best to just. I don't.
You're
Jackson.
very aware.
Jackson.
I'm just
Look at me, down here.
Hmm?
Be cool.
right.
I am.
Well, let me
Like
go
me.
get Johnny. And
You
she
are
runs
cool.
off for a minute. And a male halfling comes out with like shorter like brown hair, sleeves rolled up. He looks like full of like dirt on his hands, but like also water. Like it looks like he was cleaning something as he comes out, and he wipes them off real quick on his shirt, which is full of like food stains and stuff. And he goes, "Oh yeah, well, welcome to the Purple Beat. Take it you're looking for a room."
Why are you guys so antsy?
Yes, we're looking for a room.
Why?
And he
Jackson.
goes, I'm
I
just
think
busy.
that's just goblin culture.
Are you guys okay?
I mean, I guess.
You're very alert. You and your wife or partner, whatever you are.
I think maybe they took a feat.
Make a persuasion check.
No, stop talking.
My persuasion is -2. Nice.
Okay. He looks at you and goes, I mean, we kind of get a little bit on edge around here in Gilramore. This month is usually the month when the spike dragon comes down. We just got to get all things prepared, and we got travelers coming through. It's just a busy time. We're all a little on edge. We're sorry about it. We're
Spike dragon.
not how we usually are. Yeah.
What's the deal with this spike dragon?
The spike dragon, it's a creature, comes from the...
I understand it's a creature. What's the deal with it? Why does it keep coming back?
Well, I was gonna let you know if you did.
Let him
Anyway,
talk. Jackson.
anyway, it comes from
Sorry.
the eastern mountains over there. It comes and it likes the cattle.
Oh, that's why there's not.
Yeah, about
That's
twice.
what the mechanical ones are.
About twice a year, he comes down and he kind of just feasts. At first, we tried to fight him off, but he's a big guy. We're not big fighters here, and so we made a deal. He can come down twice a year, eat as much as he wants, but I mean, he's got a temper. He's called the Spike Dragon. I mean, do you expect that thing to be nice?
How big would you say it is?
I mean, probably. I mean, it's like a big cat. Ever seen like a cat?
Like a big cat?
A big cat with wings. Yeah.
You could. Never mind.
Wait.
What color is it?
The cat?
No, the dragon.
I don't think it's polite to just ask something like that.
And he like looks at you and he goes,
It's scales.
I mean,
What color?
its wings are just, I mean, they're red, but it's got like cat hair. It's like a yellowish color.
Does it only have one head?
Yeah. Wow. What kind of creatures are you seeing that have two heads? You guys, where are you guys from?
Is it a wyvern or something?
Where are you guys
I've never
from?
heard-
What do you
I've
passing
never heard of
through
a hairy
Gilramore
wyvern
for?
before.
Well,
We
they're
are
like-
from Ferrets.
Wait,
You know-
does it have 4 feet or 2?
And he like thinks you see him like scratch his head and he goes, Melanie! And she goes, yeah? He goes, Spike Dragon! You got 4 legs or 2? And she goes from like the kitchen, he goes, 4! He's a cat!
Okay, not a wyvern. Wyverns only have 2 legs.
Wait, is it a cat or is it a
with
dragon?
wings?
And he looks at you and goes, it's a cat with wings. Big cat,
So it's got
big
like
wings, tail with thorns coming out of it.
It's not a sphinx, is it?
What's a sphinx? You guys are weird. Where are you from? What? Do you want a room? Did you just come here to parade? I mean, we got a lot to do. He could be
Look
here
Hey, this is
tonight.
your
He could be
business.
here in
We're
3
just
weeks.
making conversation.
We don't know when he's gonna come, and we need to be
Stop,
prepared.
stop.
Right.
I don't have to take this. I
And
was
if we
gonna
want to
help.
hunt it down, sir, we
And he
need all
looks-
the information we can get.
He goes.
Because I've got an itch to kill a cat dragon right now.
He looks at you and he
I'm
goes.
doing something called grinding for experience.
He looks at you and he goes. Did you come to Gilramore to hunt it down?
Not initially, but now that you keep talking about it, I want to kill that fucking thing.
Yo, I'm all about side quests.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Listen, I gotta be honest with you, big guy. I mean, you do look tough." And he like slaps like your chest, but like can only get like to like underneath your rib cage, kind of. He goes, "Maybe not." Anyway, this is a big thing. We've sent heftier folk up there a couple of times, and they don't come back.
Yeah, well, Jackson only has 1 arm, so how about that?
You ever seen someone with a metal arm?
Yeah, and I go tink tink and tap on it.
You know, I feel like missing appendages would put you at a slight disadvantage, but
Oh, but it's an advantage.
Yeah, if you keep talking, you're going to be at a disadvantage too.
Would
if
you
know
like
what
to
I'm saying.
feel what it
Oh
feels
my
like
God,
to get
why-
I'm
you
just kidding. I'm not gonna say it.
Stop.
I'm not gonna say
he
it.
goes,
No, no, no.
"Melanie!"
So, if you could please give us as much information as you have about this flying beast that comes to your town and eats your cow, that would be nice.
And he looks at you.
Because
and
I
goes-
want to kill it.
He looks at you and goes, "It's a big cat
A big cat with wings.
with wings. Yeah, like
Is it like a
bat-like wing." I
okay?
mean,
So if I asked you what
Okay.
its face did it have feminine or masculine features?
its face kind of looked like a person.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it feminine or masculine?
Oh, probably more masculine.
Does it have a mane?
So it's a
He-
lynx. I think that's what they're
Huh?
called.
Huh? Does he have a mane?
Does it
Yeah,
have a mane?
yeah, it's got a mane.
Okay, it's not a sphinx.
Jackson, it's probably a sphinx.
Well, the sphinx is the female ones. What are the male ones called?
He-
I don't know if they have a gender denomination.
Not
No,
manticores,
sex
right?
denominations.
No,
Mel-
that's something else.
Melanie comes back out and wipes off her hands, and she like comes up behind him and goes, "Have you ever heard of a sphinx?" No, well, me neither. That's these people think they know what it is.
I'm about to RKO this kid.
And he goes,
What's that?
and Melanie goes, we just finished dinner. We packed all that up already, but if you're willing to stay up a little bit, we'll be serving supper about 2 hours.
Would this be a creature I've actually ever heard of?
Make a nature.
I mean, if
check?
you don't, I'll say if you don't think that I have, that's
Yeah, make a
fine.
nature check.
Oh yeah, I'm good at these.
You've probably heard like stories of them. You've heard this creature described before. Maybe even seen like a picture of it, but you wouldn't know exactly what it is.
Gotcha.
It would sound familiar to you. You'd be like, it's like one of those things where it's like on the tip of your tongue, but you're not quite sure.
Gotcha.
Now
Well,
we're hunting a cat dragon?
Maybe we should go speak to it first.
no, we're only
If you're
hunting
gonna,
and
if you're gonna
killing.
talk to him, you might want to take. He usually only talks if you give him some food.
That's not very... They're not speaking riddles or something?
Him?
Sure.
No.
Does it have a name? Do you know?
Ushuk.
Usha.
That's like his real name. He just likes being called the Spike Dragon.
But he's not a dragon.
The spike dragon sounds cooler.
Therian, it's not a dragon.
I'm just saying it sounds
I
cool.
mean, it's got dragon wings.
I don't think, Jackson, if we're gonna talk to it, you should be the one to talk to it.
I think I should.
No, I don't. I don't think you should.
Anyway, I think we should get some rest and then go see what
I
this thing
mean-
is.
If we're gonna talk to a dragon, I think that I should probably do it.
Probably.
Oh, it's not a... I'm gonna go to bed.
What is it then, Jackson?
I don't.
got-
I can't
No?
think of what it's called
It's
right
got
now.
wings and a spiky tail and a human face. Last
What a
time
name,
I checked,
like a
that's
lion?
that's the 3 criteria for a dragon.
Says the draconic bloodline sorcerer.
I would know, wouldn't I?
I mean,
Wait, you have personal experience? Whatever. I'm going to sleep.
What? Do you need a hug? You want a hug before you go to bed?
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
like awkwardly, Donnie like leans over to Melanie and goes, "Can you go get the keys? I think they're gonna stay." And she's like, "Yes."
Yes, we would like to stay, please. I'm sorry.
And
What are
she
you sorry for?
walks off.
You guys.
I don't know what they're being rude for. Do they want this fucking dragon thing?
They're
killed?
not rude. You're the one being rude.
What do
He
you
goes-
mean?
Jackson, stop raising your.
Trying to free this town of a dragon.
Stop.
Told you it was a dragon.
Shut
Thought
up.
it wasn't a dragon.
And he goes, "We have 3 rooms available. How many would you like?"
3 is fine. I'll go sleep outside in the dirt.
Jackson, I can share a room.
No, it's okay.
Seriously,
Seriously.
he's my
Really,
brother.
really.
Share a room with him. It's fine.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna go sleep in the dirt.
Melanie comes back with a book and a key ring, and she opens up the book, and you see that there's a bunch of signatures in the book, and she hands it to you, Ophelia, and she goes, this is just the sign-in book. If you wouldn't mind putting down your four's name or pass it around, I don't mind." And she like sets a quill on top of it, and she starts unhooking keys from the key ring and passes them, one to you, Ophelia, one to Therian, and then she kind of looks at Jackson and Ziddlezap and is like,
You can give it to him. I'm gonna go outside.
and she like slowly hands it to Jackson and just looks at you, Ziddlezap, like, okay.
But can I stay for dinner?
Well, she goes, dinner's already over with, but if you can hold off for a couple of hours, we have supper.
That sounds fine. I think I'm irritating Kyle so much he just about got his Toto voice out on me.
It was like Toto and then Donnie, and I was supposed to be Melanie, and it was all bad.
Something in your throat there, Melanie?
Nope, I'm fine.
It was probably just a frog.
Kobold got your tongue.
It's probably dinner before supper. Just lodged back there.
You're grouchy.
I don't know what to do.
Grouchy.
I am not a grouch.
If you were a grouch, your name would be Oscar.
Doesn't make any sense. Who's Oscar?
He's the grouch, and that's you.
Is it a reference to some?
You would have had to been born when it happened, so.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Like not even like 3-4 weeks old.
Hey,
Apparently.
you don't tell me how to live my life.
Donnie
I'm
and
not telling you how
Melanie
to live. Oh.
have definitely like tiptoed off, and you can hear like clattering of dishes in the back. Like they just went back to doing their work.
Hey, wait.
Stop yelling, Jackson. You're out of here, and I need you like down here.
Just one.
I'm gonna go outside now. I'll see you guys later.
No, Ziddles up. Take a room. Me and Jackson will share.
Nope,
We need to talk anyway.
I walk out the door.
I cast blindness and deafness on myself, and I just sit down.
You definitely.
Variant's awful quiet.
Do you, Ophelia and Jackson, head off like to bed, to your
I'm
rooms?
just gonna go to sleep. Yeah.
Okay. We definitely see like a moment where Therian's just sitting in the middle of the room, and like Donnie walks out like with a plate of food, sees him sitting on the floor, and just like looks at him, and then turns right back around and goes back into the kitchen.
Huh? Oh.
You know, we're definitely drawing way too much attention to ourselves.
No shit. For
What
people
did you
trying to
say?
lay low, just walk into a town like we're gonna kill your dragon.
Ophelia,
We're gonna kill your dragon.
what did you sign in the book?
I didn't get to that.
Oh. We can sign it in the morning.
What should I put down?
Just any fake name.
For you two?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put a fake name.
Yeah.
Okay, so you write down 2 fake names for you and Jackson. Ziddlezap.
Nope,
And then-
nope. I didn't sign it. I didn't sign in. I didn't do that. That's why I'm sleeping outside.
And then Therian. You just put Therian's name in.
Yeah.
And there's you can
I'm
select
just
there's
not
a.
one.
Or do I need to sign in?
I mean, she just handed it to Ophelia and told her to sign in all of you.
I just
Damn
put
it.
random names down.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna have to
4
change
random names.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that, and you notice that there's like a little pedestal like on top of there's like a bar area, but it's not like a bar. You can't get alcohol or anything, but like there's a pedestal that it sits on. You can just set it there as you get ready to go to bed.
Cool.
Ziddlezap, you walk outside.
Yep.
Okay, you walk out, and the night is getting like cooler. You see people like putting on a couple more layers. They're still working a little bit. You see a couple of guys are throwing some more hay into the pen. Most of the kids aren't running through the street anymore. They've gone back to bed. And then you hear like a oh, for the love of Tavani, and you hear like a tink, 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 as you see like this like weird, short, scrawny-looking older man is like banging on one of the bowls, probably a good like 50 feet down the road, like where you came from. It's like laying down on its side, and he's just like clanging at it.
Man, I hope he shuts up so I can get some sleep later. So you just keep
Oh yeah,
tinking it?
keep clanging on it, and like you see that he's got a couple other tools. He's like screwing stuff in. You hear like a boing as like a spring goes flying off, and he goes, "Oh, ah!" and goes and runs to go find it in the field.
Oh, thank God. Now that he's gone, I'm gonna blast whatever he was messing with.
You're gonna blast the giant metal cow.
Oh, I thought it was a bowl.
A bull.
Oh, bull. I was like, why the hell is this guy just hitting a bowl in the middle of the
No,
road?
it's one of the mechanical bulls that you saw coming into town.
Oh, I guess I'll walk over and take a look at it.
Okay, so you walk and go look at it. It's just laying on its side. You see like part of one of the plates on its chest is opened up, and you hear like him ruffle through the wheat field and come back. He goes, "Hey, get away from that thing! It could hurt you."
Hey, how about you shut up, man?
Well,
Yeah,
how
that's
about
my thought.
can you please just go? I'm trying to work here.
I was gonna offer to help, but obviously you're too good for my help.
And he looks
so
and
I
he
guess
goes,
I'll leave.
"What can you do? Are you an inventor of sorts? What have you created?"
I know how to put things back together.
And then he goes, "Well, smart guy, go ahead and fix it then."
Okay. I'm going to. Which one of these? Do I want to wrathful smite it? I think I'm just gonna. Oh well, we're not supposed to use spells. Hold on.
What's happening?
I'm gonna just fake it till you make it. I'm just gonna act like I know what I'm doing and try to put things together and hope it works.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of check you want me to make with for that.
Make an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
You start like putting pieces together, and like it starts to like crumble. He goes, "Stop! Oh my no! Oh, Antevani, please just go. Just walk away. I'm gonna close my eyes, and when I open them, I hope that you're not violent anymore."
I'm gonna walk behind
And
him.
he's like, he like sitting there, like peeks, and he sees that you're not there. He says, "Oh, stupid. Oh, it's
What was
messing
that?
everything up. I said you're stupid."
Oh, I
He,
think
like
you're
kneels down and you starts clanging at it again, trying to screw things in. And he like takes the spring, which is like, he's like maybe 4'2", maybe. He's a little taller than you. He looks like a human, but he has like gnomish features in the face, with like scraggly gray hair coming out of the sides of his head, and it's like bald on the top. Just wearing like dirty, like they look like farmer's clothes, but they're like covered in like what looks almost like oil or something. And he takes like this giant spring that's about half his size and like shoves it, and you can just hear it like winding up, and he pushes it and he goes, "Damn it." He's holding both of his hands on the spring and he goes, "Can you please hand me the mallet right there?"
Oh, who needs my help now? I'm gonna pick up the mallet and dance around him with it.
He goes, "Can I please? This spring is very powerful."
Yeah.
And you see his arms are starting to shake.
Ooh, you better not let go, or you're gonna have to start all over.
"Can I please have the mallet now?"
Let me think about it. No.
And his arms are shaking, and he lets go, and you hear like a boing. Make a dex save.
What is happening right now?
Okay, you're able to like barely jump out of the way as it like whizzes past your head, and it goes back out into the field, and he goes, "Son of a bitch." And you see him like hobble back out through the wheat field. He disappears for a moment as they close back together, and you hear like ruffling around. He goes, "I know it's out here somewhere. Where's good?"
I'm gonna set the mallet down where he can grab it next time, and I'm gonna leave.
"Found it." And he comes running back, and he goes, "Where'd you go? Weird little creature." And you hear him like, you can hear like as you're walking away him like wind it back down, and then he goes, "Damn, oh my mallet." And you tink, 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 and you hear him start slamming at it again.
Oh, thank God. At least it's almost over. I'm gonna go set my tent up and go get some food.
Okay. Do you just set your tent up like in the middle of the path or in the middle of somebody's field?
I set it up right in front of the tavern.
The tavern's like front goes straight up to the path, so it'll be on like the walkway.
That's fine, right in front of their windows. So like if someone looks out the window, it's just like the top of a tent.
Okay, so you set up your tent, and then you go back inside. When you walk back inside, you see that Donnie and Melanie are sitting at like the bar that's like painted white with like dark blues on the front of the paneling, and they're just kind of sitting there eating and they're talking. And you see Therion sitting crisscross applesauce in the middle of the floor, and they just look like they're ignoring him. And it also looks like he's ignoring that. It's not a fun thing to walk in on.
Yeah.
Donnie probably turns, goes, came for supper, didn't you?
Yes.
And
How much will that be?
he like runs behind the counter and back through a swinging door, grabs another plate and walks back out. He goes, it's just a silver for supper.
Okay, I'll give him a silver, and then I'm gonna take my plate and go outside and eat out there.
And like as you walk out, he's like, just bring the dish back in, please.
No promises. I'm gonna sit in my tent and eat.
Okay, so you sit in your tent and eat. Therion, I imagine, eventually gets himself together and goes to bed. You like come out of your blindness and deafness, and there's just a key sitting in your lap. And there's like rickety stairs that kind of wind that go right behind where the kitchen door was. And you guys are able to lay down. You take your rest. You wake up in the morning to the very cheerful sound of a rooster off in the distance, bright and early. Yeah. I imagine Therion's kind of used to it because he's up early, but the other three maybe not as much. But you all get up bright and early, come stumbling down the stairs.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you sleep well?
I don't get why this spiked dragon doesn't eat the roosters.
Cows are bigger? More meat?
Shut up.
I know it's early, but damn.
You were yelling last night for no reason.
I don't remember that.
Excuse me?
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I think we should investigate this dragon thing. See what's up with it.
I don't care.
It gets us away from civilization for a little while. Gives us something to do.
Sure. I mean, if it means helping these people, they seem...
Desolate.
Yeah.
They got a half an artificer, I guess, making these mechanical bowls or whatever.
I mean, if we can help them, then we should.
I agree with you. I think we should. I think this is part of our mission to show people magic users aren't so damn bad.
You keep saying that.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I mean, are magic users hunted because they're revered as bad, or is it something else?
I don't know the semantics of the situation.
Helpful.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if there's any more to that sentence or not.
Remember, fetcher, fighter, body snatcher, not, hey, this is why we're doing everything that we're doing, guy.
You never overheard anything?
Hey, DM, have I ever overheard anything?
Probably not, no.
I didn't think so. No, I haven't. I don't listen to the higher ups conversations. I just do what gets me paid. Did what got me paid. Past tense. This, the spiked dragon, could get us paid.
Do you think these people have the means to pay us?
I think the foreman does.
Should we go talk to them?
Wouldn't putting the thing's head on his desk be a better introduction?
I mean, if they don't have the means to pay us, putting a head of this creature on his desk won't make a difference.
It's an incentive. It's the implication. Then we can IOU them if they don't have the coin now. Or...
I mean, I'm not in it for the coin. I think these people need the help regardless.
Yes, but coin makes the world go around.
No, I think that's something different, actually.
Therian,
Oh, it's good to hear from you.
what fills your coffers? The temple? What allows you to repair things?
Faith.
Stone, faith, nails,
Ah,
a
that's
hammer.
a joke.
Actually, it's probably a hammer.
Yes, where do those supplies come from? How do you get them?
We make them. Very
With what?
self-sufficient. Stone, wood, typically. Maybe metal, if we have it.
You saying you don't take donations or anything at your churches at all?
I mean, as if people want to, but they're not
See,
necessary.
there you go. Coin. There it is. Makes the world, even the religious, makes the world go around.
You do realize we don't get paid, like, to run the
Did-
church, right?
Did I say that?
It was kind of implied.
No, it wasn't.
It was kind
Jake,
of
you're
implied.
muted.
It wasn't implied.
I said good morning.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
good morning, Zap.
Zitty's here.
Sorry.
Zitty.
Do we
How'd you
just
sleep, Zitty?
eat? All we do is eat, breathe, and sleep arguing? Is that what we're going to do the whole time? Because if so, I'm out.
What, do you want to go fight the spike dragon?
I actually want to go fight a real dragon.
Oh, maybe it is, and they just don't know what they're talking about. We'll see.
God, I hope not.
I mean, they've been living with this looming over their heads for God knows how long. I'll turn to Melanie and Donnie and say, how long has this creature been a nuisance?
Melanie and Donnie aren't here.
Aw, damn it.
Where's Melanie and
Where
Don?
are we?
It's like 5 in the morning. Like the
Oh, they're
sun's like
sleeping.
barely coming up.
Oh.
Like having
Well, then I'm not
breakfast.
here. I'm still asleep. I'm sorry. I am definitely not. I'm going to see myself out now. I'll be awake in 4 hours.
Or retcon
Then turn
that.
I'll just turn around and go back to bed.
Yeah, there's
We
like a
could-
candle like lit in the main like lobby area of the bread and breakfast, or like where you could sit down and eat. There's a couple of tables, but other than that, it's pretty dark.
I would not be awake at this point.
I think it's just me and Therian.
So
Having a
that
cup of tea.
conversation just happened. Cool.
Yep. So, what are your thoughts on this dragon?
I hope it's not a dragon.
Right, but someone has to do
Um,
something about it, you know?
I have no problem with helping the people of this town. If they need our help, I think we should supply it.
And maybe they'll be more likely to not mention me and Ophelia.
It might give us some sort of safe space.
Maybe some supplies.
That would also be nice.
Yeah. Maybe some money. You never know.
Not necessary.
It is.
However, it does help.
Thank you. Glad we agree on that. This is good tea, by the way.
This tea is very good.
It is quite good.
Exquisite.
It's very good.
I'm gonna tap on the window and be like, "Hey, shut up." From outside.
They really put the two people with a 9 and a 6 in their charisma scores together.
Do you like
World's
to fish?
most awkward
Do you like to
conversation.
fish?
I've actually never been fishing.
Oh my goodness.
Why not?
Did you see any water around Ferris?
Yes. There's a lake, just a nice hike out from Ferris.
A nice
That lake
hike.
is like a 4-day hike.
We just, high step it a little bit and you'll be fine.
That's still a 2-day hike.
Ride a horse. I don't give a shit.
That's a 1-day ride. You're not
And
helping
hunting.
yourself here.
Hunting. You've been hunting?
I mean, yeah.
Not for survival. For, fun.
You hunt for fun?
Yeah, like a sport. Like for sport.
No, we don't hunt for sport.
So the weather has been really interesting recently. It's getting cold. It'll probably be a cold winter.
Shut up!
You hear knocking on the door, and you can see out the window, you can see Zittlezap's tent is set up, and you see his arm just sticking out of it is able to reach the door.
Why did he put his tent right in front of the door?
At this point, do you really question it?
Yes. We met
You should
3
just
days
stop.
ago.
After about an hour, you hear creaking down the stairs, and you see Melanie with her hair and is a little frizzy, is kind of messed up. She's wearing a nightgown. She comes and goes, "Oh dear heaven, why are you up so early?"
I think my arm is off and resting on the table, and I'm sipping a.
And she just kind of looks away like she wasn't supposed to see that. She's like, "Why? Breakfast isn't for another 2 hours."
We're just early risers.
Yeah, naturally.
Okay, enjoy the tea. And she turns around and starts walking back up the stairs.
Is this your tea or their tea? Are we drinking their tea?
I think this isn't my tea.
Oh shh.
I didn't bring any tea in from the cart.
Shit. Either way, it's quite good.
It's pretty good tea.
It's pretty good. We should probably pay them for that.
I'll pay them. Don't worry.
Okay.
There's nothing better than a good glass of tea first thing in the morning.
After an hour or more, maybe an hour and a half, you hear more creaking as Donnie and Melanie come downstairs, and they look awake and ready for the day. Ophelia, you probably are starting to wake up as it's around 7, and they both go towards the kitchen, and I goes, "Well, what are we looking at for breakfast?"
Yeah.
Do you have a menu?
Oh, just a simple English breakfast is fine, I think.
Good,
It's an
because that's
English breakfast.
about what we got.
English.
Eggs, toast, bacon, sausage.
I've never heard
Beans.
of that before.
Zittlezap, the sun starts to, you can see, feel the heat on your tent as it's starting to rise. Probably wakes you up, and you're able to disassemble your tent. And you see that the town is starting to wake up. They started going back to what they were doing the night before.
Well, I guess that's my cue. I'm going to get out of my tent and grab my bag and put up my tent, and I'll go inside.
And you see at least Therion and Jackson are there, and Donnie and Melanie are both carrying out a plate of there's bacon and some biscuits and stuff like that with butter. They're both bringing it out, and they set it in front of you.
I'll make
Wait.
my way downstairs.
I'm not sitting next to Therion and Jackson. I'm mad at them.
Okay.
Someone woke up on the wrong side of the ground.
Someone woke up at 5 a.m. and started talking too much.
I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I don't know why.
I'm about to make you not wake up ever again.
No, you're not.
Sit down at like a desk or the bar or whatever and be like, cup of coffee and some aspirin.
The tea's quite good.
The tea is very good.
Oh, I heard it was great.
Hey, Zap, you ever been
And it was
hunting for sport?
It was exquisite.
You ever been hunting for sport, Zap?
Yes.
Why?
And fishing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like, a 4-day trip, or if you high step it, it's 2 days, or like a 1-day trip on a horse. It's really not that bad, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Is Ophelia down there yet?
She's probably coming down the stairs now, as you guys are having this conversation.
I'm gonna like actively turn. I'm like, "Good morning," and at the other two.
He's grumpy.
He's an angry goblin.
Call me a
Doesn't seem
goblin.
Very
One
angry
more
to
time.
me. What are we doing, guys? What's the plan?
We're gonna go investigate this dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
After a good hearty breakfast, that's what we're gonna do. Sit down and eat, please.
Most
Sorry.
important meal of the day.
Jackson!
Sorry. I mean for it to come out that way.
What did he say? I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm nosy.
You don't ever...
I'm gonna sit with Zap.
Yes.
Donnie comes out with a plate for him and Melanie and sets it on the other side of like the bar that you guys are sitting at. And Melanie comes out behind him with like one of those glass like platters that cakes sit on, and you can see it's got a coffee cake sitting on it. And in another hand, she's got like a pot of coffee, and she sets them both down on the bar.
Yes, coffee.
That's a cake.
Okay.
And she like holds up the coffee pot and she goes, "This is coffee?"
Yeah, but that's a cake.
I was talking about the coffee in her hand, Zap.
I was talking about the cake and the glass plate.
Okay. Cool.
Oh my god.
Have I made the three of you uncomfortable yet? Because for someone with a 17 charisma, I'm doing a good job.
I was over on the bench.
It hurts.
But I was over on the bench.
I'm gonna stop letting you guys roleplay because it hurts.
So good.
Yeah, and Donnie and Melanie sit down. She cuts up the cake and kind of just sets it in the middle of the table if you want to take some, and they start eating their meal like with you. And I think Donnie's like, "So yeah, what do you? I mean, what are you guys gonna do? What's so special about you guys from all the other people we've sent out there?"
We got spunk.
Hey,
And he probably just goes, "Mm-hmm," and like shoves like a big like thing of eggs in his mouth.
hey, what are we supposed to say your real name is right now? What are we calling you?
Don't call me.
Don't perceive me.
Just don't.
Hey, you!
That
Well,
works.
In that case,
My name's
I'm
Agnes. I don't know.
I think that Zilzap like drops all the food that was in his mouth on his plate when you say your name is Agnes.
What's that name?
It is a name.
It's a terrible name.
Well, I mean, so can we leave now?
Can we eat breakfast first?
You're not done yet?
Neither are you.
Yes, I am.
You just spent all of your food back on your plate.
I just.
That's what
Oh.
I think Melanie's
I'm
like
regretting sitting with Zap this
from the
morning.
bar. She like looks over at Donnie. They have such nice table manners.
He's a goblin.
Maybe they can
I'm
solve
gonna
this thing.
I'm gonna like get my little grubby goblin hand over onto the cake. Like I just like hand the cake instead of.
Oh my god.
So,
It's definitely.
City, wait.
That's not my name.
No,
What's
we've
your
already
name?
agreed that this is what we're calling you from now on. It's your own fault.
No, that's not my name. And I like wink really hard at you. Too.
Oh, yeah, Bill. What are you doing?
That's
Bill!
not my name either. You act like you don't even know me.
James.
No.
Ah,
Gary!
forgot his name.
No.
Gosh dang it.
Bartholomew!
It's Pazeldiz.
Hazeldiz the Bing
The
Bang.
hoopla. Pazeldiz the hoopla.
Hazeldiz the
Hazeldiz.
Hoopla. That's what his name is. That's what I
Yeah.
remember his name being.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
why we call him
Believe
Bill.
it.
It's too much to remember.
All right, so the dragon.
Melanie like reaches for the guest book.
I'm gonna put my
opens it
hand
to
on
the
it.
last page
Hand on it.
and just kind of like looks at it for a minute, squints her eyes, and closes it and puts it back and keeps eating.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
You're really, really slick, guys.
I'm gonna,
She
I'm gonna be
knows
like, hey,
it's
what is
time to
that?
go.
What is what?
That book thingy you were just looking at.
That's our guest book to keep records of all the people that stay here.
Oh,
Time
wait.
to go. It's time to go.
You write all their names down? That's a
It's
little
time
weird.
to go. It's time to go.
It's
I
just a
didn't
guest book.
write your name down. You were
It's a
staying
guest book.
outside.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. It's still kind of weird, though.
You've never been to a place with a guest book?
Time to go. It's
no.
time.
You need to find some higher quality settlements when you travel.
You're probably right.
It's time to go.
Wait, but we didn't ask them about the. Where can we find this dragon thingy?
In the
Sit in
Eastern
the
Mountains.
The mountains to the east, of course.
Oh,
Straight east from Gilramore.
okay. Well, then I'll see you guys
There's-
later.
And like Donnie goes, there's actually there's a path heading east out of Gilramore, but it doesn't lead right into the mountains. It kind of just skirts by them. They started building it a couple of years back. I don't think they ever finished it, or they stopped for some reason.
Maybe because of your dragon.
Maybe.
Anywho, time to go.
Well, we're very thankful for you.
We paid for
letting
this.
the three of them stay here.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
How much do we owe you for tonight?
It's 3 silver pieces per room.
I'll just
9?
give
And
them.
he,
I'd
like,
give him a
you
gold.
see him like do math in the air, and he goes, "That's 9," and then silver per meal. So and he like counts. There's 4. Like he thinks about it. Only Zittlezap ate the night before, and he goes, "So 5."
3 gold. Do the trick, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, and he takes. He goes, "Well, it's very generous."
I believe that's called hush money.
You need to hush.
You never saw us.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave.
and I'm gonna leave.
And they
I
both
walk
like,
right
as you're
out.
walking out, they both just kind of look at each other like, "What the hell just happened?" And then they,
I'm gonna look at Jackson like we just gave them the night of their lives.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Where's
fucking hunt the dragon?
Where's Therion and the lady?
Probably
She said
a
not to
little.
use her name, so I don't know
Yeah.
what to call her.
Agnes.
Oh, she was serious about that?
Literally anything else.
Agatha.
That
Terrible.
might actually be worse.
Jillian.
Tabitha.
I'm going with Agnes. It feels right.
What about like Catherine?
Nope,
It's a good name.
it's not believable. Agnes is believable.
She does give off some like Agnes vibes, doesn't she?
I was gonna say it's unique, one of a kind. Slightly makes me want to scratch my eyes out day to day. It fits. She's right behind me, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I
Hey, Agnes.
You done?
Done with what?
Whatever this was.
Probably for now, but I'll think of something later.
What are we doing?
We are going to the mountains.
Okay.
We're
Are we
off to see
taking
the
this
wizard.
eastern road?
Moving at a decent pace.
I think that using the road's a good idea, Agnes.
I've used this fake name more than my real name.
Well, you said not to use the real ones, so I didn't know what to call you. I mean, you gave us 2 names and then said don't use either of these ever again. So what was I supposed to do?
You guys are walking down the street. You see people walking by you with bales of hay and people riding by on horses. A couple of them with like wagons full of crops.
So, Ushuk? How do you spell that?
I think Ooshuk.
Ah,
Jesus.
okay, so Donnie said that they started building this eastern road a couple years ago, but it never got all the way to the mountains.
Right. They never finished it, yeah.
We want to follow this road?
I think that's a good idea.
I think it's our only option. So you want to walk through the forest.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you start heading out, passing more and more of these fields. You see a couple more of those mechanical-looking bulls. One of them's like smoking and running off like all crazy off in one of the fields. And you keep walking. You walk for about a day. Are you taking the cart with you, or are you leaving the cart in Gilramore?
I don't know.
I would think we'd take the cart.
Yeah.
Taking it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk for probably about a day before the sun starts to go down. And you'll have to set up camp and stay for the night. But you're able to pull off to the side. This road, nobody's going down it. You don't pass anybody. Nobody passes you. You don't see any people once you get out of Gilramore a little bit. And the woods start to get thicker and thicker, and you can see off in the distance, like slightly to the left off the road, you can see the mountains starting to peek up over the tree line as the day goes on. But you're able to pull off and set up camp. Is there anything you guys wanted to do at camp?
I
I want to talk to Ziddlezap.
Okay.
I'm
probably
sorry.
Just setting up the.
For
Sorry
the
for what?
confusion with the names and everything.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I'm also just like 3 weeks old, so it was a little hard, but I got it.
I'm gonna make a celerity. Mutagen.
Okay.
Cool. I'm still talking to Ziddlezap.
Sorry.
You can do magic too, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been able to do it?
It's funny that you ask that.
Why?
A little while.
I just...
Like most of my life.
Yeah, me too. I don't get it. I don't...
Don't get what?
Where it comes from.
Well, mine is I was born with it.
I think I might have been too.
Molded by it.
But then why would I have it and Jackson doesn't? He's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like... I don't know. Never really understood it.
I mean, you're not always gifted with the power of magic. Sometimes you have to study it. I mean, think about Therion. He can do magic, but he wasn't just given that power. He had to study, and then it was bestowed upon him.
That's the thing. I think I've always had it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been sensitive to certain things.
Me too.
I could sense like the history of certain things, like my parents own an antique shop, and whenever we would get new things, I could just tell where they'd been.
Oh, I'm not sensitive like that. Mine's more to like azalea bushes.
What?
Yeah, I just get real itchy.
Oh.
But that's pretty cool. I wish I could do that. I can just cast a lot of different spells.
I mean, I've learned how to channel it in that way since then.
I just think that I just don't understand why people are after people like us.
I don't either.
I've never had that problem before.
I've had that problem since as long as I can remember. Since I was 10 years old.
How old are you now?
27.
17 years old. It's just like... So how long, does anyone know how long this has been happening?
There were rumors when Jackson and I were children of people going missing. Something happened that made certain authorities within the city realize that I might have these abilities. So Father took me and ran.
Well, maybe this isn't adding up to me.
What do you mean?
I've been doing magic a long time, and I've never had this problem before. Like a really long time. So I don't know when this became an issue.
Have you always been in Eopea?
Yes. Yes. I think.
That's very confusing. What do you mean you think?
It's hard to explain, really, and I don't know if you guys want all the details.
Kinda.
Kinda what?
Want the details, because it just I don't get it.
Well, you see, If we're gonna go fight a dragon, you should probably know that I'm really good with dragons.
Uh-huh.
And it's not because I like dragons, it's because I was made by one.
You were made by a dragon.
Well, yeah, he's a half dragon.
And he made you?
Yeah, he made me. Out of the dirt.
This is not helping.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Therion? I'm gonna look over at you. Jackson, no, no one's heard of this kind of magic before.
No.
Can't say I have. No.
Okay, well, up in the mountains, there are my people, and 300 years ago, something bad was going to happen, and so I was made
300 years ago?
in the dirt. Yeah.
Like Asneth the Cinderlord 300 years ago?
I mean, I don't know what other bad thing happened 300 years ago.
How are you alive?
They keep bringing me back to life when I die.
Who's they?
The guy that made me. He keeps telling me that I can't stay dead until I do what I'm supposed to do.
What are you supposed to do?
Well, I have to destroy Asneth.
Oh.
He's still around?
I don't know, but every time I keep being brought back to life, the plan always is the same.
Your party and Mundari couldn't defeat him.
What party?
300 years ago, you must have traveled with the group of adventurers to fight Asneth.
My name's not on that tale because I don't deserve to be on that tale.
I realize that you're not mentioned in the stories, but that timeline lines up.
Well, there were 7 heroes that deserve to be on there.
I suppose.
I didn't know that I could be brought back to life. And they just keep doing it. So, if maybe this dragon knows where he's at, that's all I care about.
So Asneth persists, huh?
I don't know where he is, or if he is still alive. This is my 8th try
It's a
to
lot.
find him.
Did you accompany Mundari too, or
No,
no?
I don't know who Mundari is. I've only seen him in the tale.
Yeah.
He was, but I never met him. I don't even know if he's real or if he's just a rumor that people tell to make us feel better about it.
I guess it could just be a bedtime story tale.
I don't really want to be here, but I guess I have to be. I keep telling them that, but they don't care.
Who are they?
The person that keeps making me.
Who's that?
He's kind of the worst.
Why can't he just go defeat Asneth himself then?
I think he could, but I think he gets the satisfaction out of me losing.
Well, that's counterproductive.
I know.
So if we kill this asshole,
We can kill
There is no killing this asshole.
oh,
I can't. I haven't even made it to Asneth but the one time. Let alone be able to stop this guy.
it's like when you get stuck in a video game.
I don't know what a video game is. Carry on, you're giving me some weird eyes right now, man.
I'm just
Therion doesn't
praying,
give a
dude.
shit.
I'm just praying, bro.
Praying, bro.
Therion doesn't give a shit about your backstory.
That's okay. I wouldn't expect any of you to care anyways.
I care.
It's
We all
pretty
care.
It's pretty lame, really. I just keep dying. But that I am a little bit harder to kill now this time. Kreshnar gave me some powers that I didn't have before.
Kreshnar?
Reshnar.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy?
Kreshnar the Vile.
Do any of us
He's-
know that name?
Probably not.
Hmm.
I don't think anybody really knows him. He works from the shadows.
Well, he sounds like an asshole.
I mean, he is one, but he promises a lot of power if I do what I'm supposed to do.
If
No, not if, when. He told you he keeps bringing me back.
Maybe we can help you.
Maybe. But
before
I
we
just
all
thought,
die, you get reincarnated again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really... Thanks, Jackson.
Yep, that's what usually happens. I like show him like this is the only memento that I have from all of my friends, and it's the healer's kit that I have, and it's got like the seal of an Aarakocra family on it. This was my best friend's, but he didn't make it, and so I've kept it with me and practiced with it all of those years.
I'm sorry.
Try to keep it clean. He was a neat freak.
Oh.
He didn't like clutter or dirt, really. I think that's why he flew around everywhere.
Imagine flying would be fun.
I don't know. I went flying a few times and it was not for, I was queasy at the bottom.
Hmm. It's an acquired taste.
We fell out of the sky one time. That was fun.
That does not sound fun.
It was a lot of fun. But anyways, is anyone gonna cook dinner or am I gonna have to do it?
I think Therion's been working on something.
Yep.
In the back, just
I pull out 4 rations.
Oh hell no. I'm gonna go
Green, good night.
I'm gonna just start like rummaging through the wagon for something real to eat.
there's just rations and horse food.
Jackson?
Yeah?
Would it be weird if I asked him what dying is like?
No. I think that's totally normal.
Maybe I shouldn't take your advice.
Why?
I'm just looking for ramen noodles. There's just rations everywhere. Sleeping bags. It's not even that hot or cold out here.
I just wonder about it a lot, you know?
Yeah.
What do you wonder about?
Oh. Death.
What about it?
What it's like.
It's weird. It's fast. And it changes you when you come back.
When?
Yeah.
Changes you how?
Well, you gain perspective that most people don't understand. But you also aren't afraid of it any less when it happens.
Well, not everyone comes back.
Well, if you only experience it once, it's probably for the best.
And some of them linger.
There are people that take care of those who linger.
They talk to me.
Man, I thought being 300-year-old was weird. You talk to ghosts?
I mean, they're everywhere.
They're what?
Hmm?
There should be like someone splitting them up where they go. Every time I've fallen, it seems like it gets cold and then warm. And then it's like I'm going somewhere. And just as I'm about to get there, I take a deep breath and I open my eyes to Ivastea.
You must hate it here.
I'm not a fan. But it must have been some time since I've come back, because the last time I was alive, I don't remember people hunting people like us. Things were peaceful. Well, as peaceful as they could be.
Yeah, how recent is it? Is it like just in the last couple decades, I guess?
What?
Like the mage cloaks and like people disappearing and...
The first disappearance was 17 years ago.
I mean... Yeah, it's... 17 years ago is when it started. I think.
I mean, it is a little bit strange, but I guess we'll just have, maybe if this dragon is really old that we're going to go see, maybe they will have some insight.
Maybe. Just don't let Jackson talk to it.
I won't. I'll talk to it.
Not, dude.
Excuse
It's
me?
okay. It's okay, Jackson. Some of us have our strengths and weaknesses,
Fire sword.
and yours is talking.
Seriously.
I don't see what you see.
I know, that's the problem.
You don't hear yourself.
Why would I hear myself? That's silly.
You can't hear yourself when you talk. Do your ears work properly? I'm gonna crawl up and try to open them.
Get off of me.
Oh, there's a lot of wax in there. That could be the problem.
Fine, I won't speak.
I didn't say you couldn't do that. You can speak.
Oh, I mean to the dragon.
Oh yeah, no, you can talk, just less.
Okay.
Less is more.
Say less.
Gotcha.
If we have to do talking, me or Zitty?
Okay.
I told you my name was Pazzle Diz.
Hazel diz the hooyah.
Hoopla.
That's what I said.
Hoopla!
That's what I said.
Okay. Well, while you guys continue to have your conversation. You're able to eat your rations. You get a nice fire going. You're able to lay down to take your rest. And we are going to take a quick break. And we'll be right back and see what happens the next day when we get back. Don't go anywhere, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome back. He didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
He didn't say it. He looks like he fucking wants to, though.
I
He
did.
looks like he's about to explode over here.
Oh my gosh, Hollow. Okay, sorry. I just realized that was on the map.
Seriously, I pointed that out last week, dude.
Oh
I don't.
my
I have
God.
selective hearing.
You have what? Selective
What?
hearing?
Okay,
Sleep
so
More Pete, been there before.
Michael's actually looking at the map that I slaved over.
It looks beautiful. It really is beautiful.
Where are you guys? Oh, you're over here. Okay. So yeah, you guys, before we left, you guys laid down. You had your rest. When you guys wake up, you pack up your tent. You get back on the road and you start walking. About halfway through the day, you start to notice, like you see like trees were chopped down, and they're like pushed, like parallel with the road now. Like somebody took them and like pushed, like they were on the road and somebody took and pushed them off the road. But when you look at where they like fell from, the stumps, it's like a clean cut. They were chopped down. They weren't broke.
Okay.
There's multiple of them, and you guys keep walking. And you see another section. Maybe a hour later, you see another section, exactly the same. They're kind of just chopped down over the road and then pushed back onto the road. You see this 2 or 3 more times. When eventually, and you're getting close to the mountains, you start to see them, like the woods next to you are slowly like elevating. You can see the mountains going up, but you get to this point in the road where there are trees chopped down again, but these ones are in front of the road, and it's multiple to the point where like your cart can't go through it. You guys could try to climb over them if you wanted to keep going, but you see on the other side of them, the road doesn't keep going. Like this is the end of the road.
Is there we just go up into the mountains now, or
That's up. The mountains are to like your left now.
right?
You guys would be like right around here.
Right.
Yeah. I guess we just go. I mean, Donnie said they never finished this path,
Mm-hmm.
but we need to go into those mountains anyways.
Anyway, yeah. Is there like a footpath or something like into the mountains?
You don't see one. It doesn't look traveled much. And you notice that even the road that you're on, like once you got past that first point where you saw the trees cut down, the path didn't have like footprints or like wheel prints very much. Like it didn't seem very traveled after that point.
This thing's really terrorizing the area.
I would agree.
Do we know? He just said that it was in the mountain to the east and don't know exactly where.
Right.
Do we see any signs of this creature?
Not from where you're at, no. You kind of just like, you look off to the left where like the left of the path, and you see that the woods kind of spread out a little bit. They're not as thick, and you can see where the mountain starts to incline, straight off to your left. But you're
Kinda
still
going
within
in
like
blind.
in the woods, yeah.
Well, I kept trying to get information out of that group, and you kept telling me to shut up. So here we are.
Well, what other information would you have asked?
Its location, other than just the mountains to the east.
You gotta work on your tone and delivery.
Not wrong. That's the
Also
end
gotta
message.
work with us. We're a team here. If you felt we
You're right.
needed more information, you should have told us that.
You're right. I'm sorry. Anyway, I guess We get a higher vantage point and see what we can see?
I'm good at seeing things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Is
you'll
that a
brush.
joke? Because you wear glasses?
No, like mystical. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm very perceptive despite the glasses.
Oh, they're like magnifying glasses. I got it.
They
I'm
help.
caught up now.
They help. Let's go.
Okay. So you start ascending the mountain. It's not a it's not a super tall mountain, but it's tall. I mean, I don't imagine any of you, besides maybe Zittlezap, are mountain climbers in your path, so it's kind of a weird experience to start out with. You start climbing up. You notice that there are 3 like main peaks, and you're climbing up one of them. There's littler peaks in between them, and you kind of like walk up and you start to wrap around more. You don't see anything on this side of the mountain that you're walking up. So you start to kind of wrap around and you see that there is kind of like a valley in between the 3 main peaks of the mountains.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
How vast or large is this kind of like mountainous area?
This area that you're in isn't very vast or large. It's these 3 peaks. And then like a couple of, you see to your right, or to the south, once you get higher up, you can see the mountains that you remember were around Hillshuggle. And those ones are much bigger, and there's more of them. That one's more of like a mountain range, where this one is just like a weird cluster that was here. It's kind of attached a little bit, like it's very hilly between this mountain range and the one by Hillshuggle. But other than that, they're kind of just like their own mountains here.
Would this spell help?
What are you looking for?
The creature that we're looking for. I don't know what it is, but I have a description of it.
Okay. Okay, so you start casting this?
Yes, I'd have to do it as a ritual.
Okay. So you guys climb up about half of this mountain, and Danny stops. Just kind of sits down. Starts saying words.
Just give me a few minutes.
Your thing.
You come out of the ritual, you open your eyes, and the air around you, Ophelia, gets kind of... I'm going to need you to pick a name, okay? Because now I'm calling you Danny, Ophelia, and Agnes. This is just a lot. All right? When you make a character, you're supposed to pick a name, Catherine.
Her name's Ophelia.
The air around you gets kind of cold. It's kind of brisk already since you're getting higher up in the mountains, but it gets even colder around you. Kind of a sensation you're used to. And you watch as like blue, like it almost looks like wind blowing. Like if you could see the wind blowing, like it kind of looks like that, but it's got like this blue, like almost like shimmer to it. And the wind's all blowing down the mountain and like into the valley, and you can see it keeps blowing and kind of goes up the next mountain off to like your right, if that makes sense. So you're on like the southern mountain, and they kind of blow down the mountain, go through the valley, and then there's a mountain to your right and a mountain to your left, and they blow in like towards the one on the right.
It's over there.
Mm-hmm.
she just stands up and yeah. You
Thank
guys
you.
just
Lead the way.
Sure.
I would appreciate that.
Is there a safe path to follow to get that over there?
there's not like a path that's like pre-made, but like you can find ways down the mountain that's sturdier, less gravelly, that you aren't gonna hurt yourself going down it or anything.
I don't know if this is just... I get the sense of the direction for like a second, and then it's gone.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you'd like see the wind like blow in this blue like glimmer, and it would like go down swiftly and then go back up the other mountain, and then it would kind of just fade after that happens.
How far is it from us?
Pretty far.
I learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind.
Do you think I know the exact distance?
Okay,
It's up the other mountain.
fine.
So we're going to go down and then up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to walking. Or climbing.
I will follow that path to the best of my ability.
Okay, so you start walking kind of down, wrapping around, spiraling back and forth down this mountain, the northern side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You head down into this valley. The woods kind of get a little bit thicker in this valley as you walk through it. You guys are walking, and you start to hear almost talking. You hear like yipping and noises around you.
Where?
All around you.
This all around?
Mm-hmm. They don't sound like super close, and they don't sound like they're getting closer.
What?
Should move quickly.
Okay. You don't want to know what that is?
I don't.
Why not? They could be good people.
They could be gnolls.
Oh. That doesn't sound fun.
Oh, no. Huh.
I almost said that, but then I decided against it.
Should have said it. I thought it was funny.
That we have a similar sense of humor, Zap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going.
I'd just rather not fight gnolls on the low ground, so should probably keep moving.
Wait, but why not?
They could shoot at us from an advantageous position. We're like fish in a barrel.
No, I'm like a goblin on the bottom part of a mountain.
Same thing.
I lack to see the perspective, but that's okay.
Well,
we can keep going.
We can just stand here and then we'll figure that out real fast.
I've already
that's
started
what-
walking.
If that's what you'd like to do, Jackson.
It's not.
Okay, then we can keep going.
Mhm. Okay.
As you guys, what is your marching order as you're walking?
Well, I'm the one that knows the path, so I guess I'm in front.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess me and Zap are walking together, just arguing about the nature of gnolls.
As you're walking, Ophelia, make a perception check.
Do I really have to? My passive perception's a 22.
I mean, it is, but
Okay. A little like distracted by trying to stay on the path that you were given and hearing these noises around you. You're barely able to spot in front of you about 5 feet before you notice it. It looks like a thin wire is going across the woods.
whoa.
What? What's the big deal?
Barely noticeable. Like you see it just for a minute as it kind of just like glints in the sunlight, and then after that it's almost invisible.
What do your elf eyes see?
Not an elf. It's a trap.
Do you see what it's connected to?
Do I see what it's connected to?
You can kind of like, you get down a little bit, you look and you see the wires wrapped around the tree, and then it goes up the tree, and above where like the tripwire, like when you walked over it, you see this pretty big net like in the canopy of the trees.
Look up.
Oh,
That's a net.
how about
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
Zittlezap, what languages do you speak?
You see, the thing is, I forgot to write them down. I know Goblin and Common. Let me see if my background gave me any additional ones real quick.
Do you get whatchamacallit, from your bloodline.
Draconic? Oh,
yeah.
I
Do you learn
speak-
Draconic
yeah, I
from your
speak-
bloodline? That's what I couldn't think of words. You hear, while like Ophelia and Jackson are examining the net that the tripwire is attached to, you hear like in Draconic, you hear a, dang it, they saw that one. Keep going. We'll have to get the next one. And then you hear like a shh, as like the leaves rustle a little bit.
Hey guys,
Hmm?
we're not alone. I mean, excluding the wire, there are people close. Well, dragons close.
Oh, like
I can hear them talk. I can hear them talking.
Okay. We'll stay alert.
can we disable this trap, or should we just
Move around it and keep moving.
go over it?
I can try to disable it if you need me to.
I mean, we know where it is. We can just avoid it.
Okay.
Also, I have JJ with me, and when he's a monkey, I have advantage on perception checks.
Okay. So you keep walking, and you
And
still hear
investigation.
rustling through the leaves around you. It kind of seems to be like moving with you. Ophelia, make another perception check. As the woods get a little bit thicker, you keep walking.
Oh, damn. That's rough.
Oh, gosh.
That is a little rough.
At least it's not a 1. Because of advantage. It's a 2.
I don't think that's gonna help.
But my passive perception's a 20.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
You
I don't
guys
have
watch as
advantage on
Ophelia
that
is
one.
trying to walk through the woods. It's getting thicker. All of a sudden, you hear like a shh and like a ah, and you hear like a thunk. And Ophelia's not in front of you anymore.
Oh god.
Ophelia, you fall about 10 feet down into like a pit onto just dirt that was covered up by like leaves and sticks that you didn't notice before. You take 5 points of damage as you fall.
Ow.
what you doing down there?
Yeah, you silly goose, get up here.
I fell over.
What you fell over for?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Get up.
What's going on here?
Ziddle zap. Well, get up. I hate you guys. Ziddle zap. Make a dexterity
Yes.
saving throw.
You mean a what?
Okay, you are standing there, and you guys are standing over the pit, trying to like, well, making fun of Ophelia for falling into it, not helping her out of it. A net goes flying over your shoulder, and you're able to like quick jump out of the way. You see it out of the corner of your eyes. It kind of just flops on the ground next to you. You turn around and you see that you see for just like a quick second, 3 like glints of red as they quick like shh back into the bushes. And you can hear Dracona just say, dang it, we missed. Keep going.
Hey!
They're going to get her out. Just go. And then you hear like a
Hey.
shh, like running.
I can hear you.
What are they? Did you get a good look at them?
How many are there?
36. Counted them myself.
36!
Last year I had 37. How many Harry Potter references are we gonna make?
Apparently a lot.
I wanna watch this now.
Well, I mean, I guess I could go after them if you want to get
Sure,
Agnes out.
It is fine.
We'll catch up. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
reach down and grab her hand and try to pull her out.
Okay,
If I
so
can
you
do
go
that.
chasing off
I
whatever
would
these
like to
creatures
try
are?
to stealthily
Oh.
go hunt them.
Okay, so they ran off. So if you're gonna try and like sneakily chase them, like your stealth checks are gonna be at disadvantage because you're gonna have to run to try and keep up. So if you're trying to run quietly,
that's okay.
Okay, just want to make sure. Because you like see like glints of red, and then you hear like you've been hearing them like walking with you this whole time, like around you. You hear them like shh really fast, and they seem to be gone almost in an instant.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a stealth check. Okay.
It's not pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackson, help me out. Help me out.
Oh, yep.
I think I bruised my tailbone.
Oh gosh, that's never okay.
It really hurts.
At least there weren't spikes or anything.
Yeah, I just fell straight on my ass.
Yeah.
So you're running, Zittlezap, and you can hear like the shh in front of you, and you're like, go, I think one of them's after us. Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, guys, I'm good at these.
Probably at disadvantage while you're running. Okay.
Well, ha! Take
Doesn't
that,
matter.
DM.
Doesn't matter. You're running, and before you can even notice it, there's a basket on the ground right in front of you, and you go and you right on it. It breaks, and like a bunch of bugs burst out of it.
Lunch.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, so like you watch as like a bunch of like centipedes and bugs crawl out of it, and some of them try and crawl up your leg, but you're quick able to like shake your leg off as you're running, kind of hopping on one foot, shaking them off. They all go flying off, and you keep running after them. Are you going to keep chasing them?
Yep. I've
Okay.
already committed to the chase.
And Jackson, you pulled Ophelia out of the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now we're on the trail as well.
Okay, you're gonna try and chase after Zittlezap.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm like limping.
Probably. And you guys are just
Go ahead.
running.
I'll
You're
catch
not.
up.
You're not trying to be stealthy about it or
No,
anything.
not at all.
Okay,
No.
so yeah, with Ophelia kind of limping a little bit behind you, Zittlezap, you keep running. Make another perception check.
We win these, guys. We win these.
Not bad, not bad.
What'd you get, buddy?
Is it a disadvantage or is it?
Yeah.
12
isn't bad. 12 isn't bad. Oh, I'm typing in the wrong thing here. That's why. All right, so you keep running. You shake off the bugs. You can still hear them. They're kind of getting a little bit further away from you, with the centipedes kind of slowing you down. You keep running. Make a dexterity save. I'm just making Zittlezap roll all the rolls. Okay, you watch as, like, out of the bushes in front of you, as you're, like, pushing your way through the bushes and getting tree branches out of your way, this bag comes flying right at your head, just, like, straight out of the bushes, seemingly out of nowhere. And you quick duck your hat out of the way, and it bursts on the ground, and you hear, like, a zzz as a bunch of wasps comes flying out of the bag, and start, like, dispersing around the area around you. You keep chasing after them as they keep gaining on you. The woods start to thin out, and you start to see what looks like 3 small lizard dragons that, well, you saw one at the Silith Bar. You know they're kobolds, and they're just kind of running off away from you.
Nah, you get over here.
Jackson, make a perception check. Okay, that doesn't hit. As you're like running, trying to keep up, Ophelia, you notice it right away, and it's kind of dispersed once Jackson runs through it. You see, first like a broken basket on the ground, but there's nothing around that one. You see a bunch of wasps just seem to have like cultivated in one area of the woods, and you run through them like swatting them away, and you're able to swat a bunch of them away. Like they start splattering all over your metal arm that you hold up in front of you to get them out of the way.
A windshield.
Like a windshield. And you keep running. Zittlezap, as they run away, the woods start to clear out, and they run into the darkness of what looks like a cave at the base of the mountain that you guys were headed towards in the first place.
Oh, I'm going in.
You just keep going in?
Jeez.
Yep.
Okay. By now, Jackson and Ophelia, you started to catch up to Zittlezap, and you watch as you hit this clearing, and he runs into this cave. You probably don't see what he's chasing after yet, but you see him alone run into this like cave opening at the base of the mountain.
Like
Zittlezap!
Look at the cave. Follow.
Yep. We follow him in.
Okay. Do you slow down at all, Zittlezap?
Can I see them?
They've gained a little bit on you. How far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay, you watch as like their shadows like disperse off to the sides, and then it gets very quiet.
I'm gonna be like slowing down the best that I can, so I can assess the situation, not running at my fastest pace.
Yeah, so you get in there, and you hear like dripping of like water and stuff like that in the cave. It's not huge, but it's probably a good like 20 feet like round, and it's very dark. And you hear the footsteps of Ophelia and Jackson as they catch up to you. But other than their footsteps and yours as you slow down, you don't hear the footsteps of the kobolds that you were chasing anymore.
Zittlezap.
Yes.
What? Where? Oh god, I can't breathe.
What were you chasing?
Little tiny baby dragon things.
The pinchers.
Aragog!
Your body will decay, but your spirit lingers on. Sorry, I've watched those movies way too many times. Where'd they go? Oh, I have a stitch in my side. God, I hate running.
Remember to stretch.
Fuck you, Jackson.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah,
covered in
Do one of
dirt,
these.
scratches
He's
all on
he's
like her
doing,
elbows.
Stretches like left and right.
I just fell in a fucking pit.
I fell in the
There's
pit.
like a bruise on her forehead. Like, suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh god.
Well, they ran in here, and then like their footsteps just stopped, but I don't see any other entrances. So like they must just be standing up against the wall.
Can I look around?
Hello?
Yeah, if you'd like to like scan around a little bit, you notice that there are little like littler caves in the wall. Maybe-
Jokes on them.
Maybe
can
a
still
foot wide.
do
I would
that.
say Zittlezap looks like he could fit into it, but Ophelia and Jackson, you could not.
Not even like crawling.
No, like they're like maybe a foot in diameter. Like they're dug for these creatures to just squeeze through.
Oh, they went in the walls.
Well, they must have some kind of information, right? They like
Maybe.
dragons, so maybe they can tell us more about what's in the mountain.
Yeah, we don't have to be mean to them. I mean, it's a kobold thing, right? To just play tricks.
I don't know. Do I know anything about kobolds? I don't think I know anything about kobolds.
I mean, you might if you want to make like a nature check.
I think I'm probably just gonna start crawling in the hole.
Okay.
I don't know anything about kobolds.
You don't know shit about kobolds. They are teeny tiny dragons to you.
I just the one that I saw in Silith.
Baby
Nope.
dragons!
So you start crawling into one of the holes.
Yeah.
Jackson and Ophelia, what do you do?
This is a tight
I
squeeze.
sit down and catch my fucking breath.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna search the cave.
Okay. Make a.
Is it dark in here?
It is dark in here.
Can Jackson see anything in here?
Does
Oh,
he
wait,
have dark
you have dark vision.
Or is that
for
one of
some
the things that
things.
you have to like make?
That's one of the things I have to make.
Okay.
I don't have one.
If you want, make a perception check at disadvantage, unless you guys want to like light a torch or something to look around.
I have dark vision. I'll look around.
Okay. Jackson just starts looking. It's very dark.
This is very much a cave.
Make a survival check, Ophelia.
Survival?
Survival.
Excuse me. Oh, what check and what?
Okay. You see
It was
The
a
cave?
perception check. What the heck?
you see the cave continuing on. Well, you have a 20 perceptions.
Oh, okay. Gonna make it a little more difficult for me.
No, it wasn't. This perception is because you're going to see what you're going to see, because you do have a 20 perception. Survival was to see if you knew what something was.
Oh.
But the cave goes on, like further down. You hear Ziddlezap crawl into the hole, and you can hear him yelling little baby dragons for a little bit, and then his voice fades off. He gets pretty far away from you guys as he goes into this hole. And you see like kobold footprints all over the ground and stuff like that scattered everywhere. There's like stalactites and stalagmites up on the sides of from coming down, and you see that
I can never remember.
I can never remember either. But it keeps going. It gets a little bit narrower as it goes, but the cave goes on like past what you can see.
Oh.
Like you guys
Tights are from the top. The mites are on the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna relight a torch and just walk past Ophelia.
Okay, you're sitting there like squinting your eyes, Ophelia. Just kind of trying to get your vision clear with the shadows, and all of a sudden just and it's just bright everywhere.
Oh god, okay, yeah, that works.
And you say the same thing. If you would like, you can make a survival check. Jackson. Yep, you guys.
Why are our rolls so shit?
This is
You
a
guys
a
are about
nice
to die
cave.
of bat guano.
I'm proficient in survival as well.
So yeah, you guys, do you guys just stand here and wait for Ziddlezap to come back?
I feel like we should go deeper into the cave. He's going deeper into the cave.
Is it? Oh, I'm tired.
What?
Sorry.
That was like a 4-minute jog. What?
Ophelia needs to get her cardio in.
I don't sleep. Well,
Why?
don't worry about it. So
Now
this
I'm gonna
we
worry
can
about
fit
it.
down this cave. This is like our size. We can go down this
Yes,
path.
there's a main like cave, and you just see like maybe like 4 or 5 littler holes on each side, and Ziddlezap went down one of those. You can't fit in those, but there's like a main 20-foot round cave that you guys can walk down.
Have they trapped this cave?
Make a investigation check.
With JJ, I have advantage.
Okay, you and JJ. JJ jumps off your shoulder and looks around a little bit. You guys do not see any traps.
Okay, good. Only want to bruise my tailbone once. Let's go.
So you guys start walking?
Yep.
Okay, so as you guys walk, Ziddlezap, you keep crawling. And you just keep going. It's dark. It takes you a while. Eventually you start to see... Let me see something real quick.
He's looking for something.
I'm not looking for anything.
He's looking for a map.
I'm not looking for a map.
I don't believe you.
You start to see the end to the cave that you're in, Ziddlezap. And you can hear talking coming from the outside.
I'm about to get these stupid... I don't know what the word is for
This time the talking you hear is in common.
That's weird. They weren't talking like that before. All right, I'm going to just finish. Let me just... I'm gonna get to the end of it and see if I can see anything.
Okay, so you get to the end of it, and you see it's even with your dark vision, it's a little bit beyond like your dark vision, so it's very hard to make out like a complete shape of what is here. But you see probably about 10 kobolds kind of standing in a line, and they're standing up against like what looks like a pit in the bottom, like a crevice in the cave that goes along the whole floor, so they can't get past it. And on the other side of that crevice, they're talking to something that it looks very large. You can see like 2 wings that kind of flutter out and then close back in a little bit. You can see a tail with a couple of spikes coming off of it. And they're just talking to it, and they go, yeah, I think there's 4 of them. They're coming down. They should be coming down the cave now. Their goblin was chasing us. They should be here any minute, boss.
There goes the element of surprise.
I guess, and like in my head, like, I guess we found the spiky dragon.
And you hear like this raspy voice go, good. How much longer? We need to prepare. And they go,
Flashback to a Sararak.
They go, well, the goblin, he was right on our tail, but he stopped once we got into the, and they kind of like nudge towards you, and you kind of like duck back into the cave so that they don't notice you hiding in there. They go, so probably not much longer, but we'll get ready. And he like looks around and nods at all the other kobolds, and they all kind of scatter off, and you see them get behind like stalagmites and stuff like that. You see other holes in the wall that a couple of them crawl into. One probably comes up to your hole. Do you do anything?
When that goblin or that kobold comes into my hole,
You see him starting to walk towards your hole.
All right, I'm gonna back up. I want to be back up enough to where when he gets to the top, I can like try to grab him. Oh, Jesus, I'm so bad at strength stuff though. What do I want to do?
I mean, kobolds aren't that strong either, are they?
No, but they can use their dex if he's initiating the grapple.
Oh, true.
And they are slippery little suckers.
Okay. I don't have any idea how close they are. Okay.
Like I'm giving you like a minute to back up or decide what you want to do, because you see them coming straight at your hole. Like you're in this one's hidey hole for when they do this.
I'm in a really good spot to help out the party when they get to where we're at.
Okay.
So what I want to do is whenever he pops his little head up, I want to cast Friends on him.
Oh, okay. Pull up. Do they have to make like a save or anything like that? Or a save? Is that a cantrip?
It's a cantrip, yeah. So for the next minute, like they're not hostile towards me. So I kind of want to just see if like, hey, buddy, want to come hang out in here with me?
Okay. Okay, so as he hops up and you kind of back up a little bit,
I'm about to Pennywise this. That's what I want to do.
Make a stealth check to see if you can say it quiet enough to where the rest of the kobolds and whatever this creature is don't hear it.
The spell or what I'm saying to this kobold?
What you're saying to well, I mean, it would be both. To like,
well, there's no.
Oh no, the reason I was gonna say is there's no verbal component. That's why I was asking.
Okay, but you have to talk to it.
Yeah, that's what I was making.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, for you talking to it,
I didn't want to have to make 2.
No. It would have been one. It would have been one either way. I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was no verbal component.
No, that's okay. Let's do that.
Oh, I suck.
Okay, so it like climbs up for a minute, and it kind of gets, it's starting to get settled, and you're like, hey, buddy. And it looks at you. And what do you say to it?
You want to come hang out with me for a little bit? And all you can see are just my yellow eyes.
Oh, God. Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Is he considered a dragon? Are they
Yeah.
considered dragons?
A kobold?
Yeah.
They're dragonkin, aren't they? Like
I'm
half
just
dragons
asking.
and dragonborn?
I mean,
'Cause-
they come from dragons. I mean, so what do you get with dragons?
I get expertise on persuasion and deception rolls against dragons.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, let me see. So, yeah, that's right. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta fix this in my, what's it called? It's in here, and then I need to go to persuasion, expertise, and that should fix it. There we go. I got a 23. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Okay, yeah. He like looks at you for a minute, kind of confused, and he goes, "Yeah, what are we doing?"
Well, just come back here with me for a minute.
Okay, I don't remember seeing you around here. What's your name?
My name is Pathaldis, the Hoopla.
All right, come on. What are we doing? We gotta be ready though. That the party should be coming through any
Yeah,
minute.
that sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. You just look out the thing, and I'll just look right behind you.
Okay. And he turns around, like gets like in a crouching position, like right at the opening, and is looking out.
And when a minute goes by, I'm gonna stab him with my dagger.
You ready to go, buddy?
Disrespectful.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna get 2 daggers out and just try to be like, "Wacha!" real fast before he can say anything. And then I'm just gonna take
always
his
been about the
spot.
smoke, dude. Always.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rude.
And then do you
Okay.
want my offhand one, or is that enough?
No, that's enough.
Okay.
So this kobold kind of gets down and starts looking out, and you notice, Zittlezap, you see deeper, like coming out of like the main opening of the cave, you see a torchlight is getting bigger. The cave's getting brighter. You know that they're coming down. And you quick take out your daggers and you like stab them both into like his back, like right where his kidneys would be, and you hear like a and
I just put my hand over his mouth.
yeah, and you pull him like back into the cave and just lay him down, just shh, and he just lay him down. And now you're in your little opening alone as you watch.
The poor little kobold.
You watch your friends come walking down with their torches lit.
Okay, and so none of the other kobolds. Would I know how many there are behind whatever this figure is?
You make a perception check.
Okay, I'm good at those. Let's do this. All right.
You saw 6 were talking to the creature, and I put you guys on the map, right? They were like lined up right here at this dip, and they're talking
Where at?
to
I'm sorry.
right here. Oh, ping. You
Oh,
see that?
okay, right there.
They were like lined up there talking to something that was sitting like right here on the other side of this pit.
Okay.
And then they scattered off. And this thing just kind of stayed laying there.
Okay.
And then they scattered off and they each got like into like their position, and the one came crawling up into your hole, and that's the one that you killed.
All right.
So Jackson, on Ophelia, you come walking down and you start to see the cave open up quite a bit. I guess a little bit bigger and a little bit rounder. You notice, Ophelia, the holes on the wall again that resemble the ones that are at the opening of the cave.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You hear from like the shadows from past your torchlight, you hear, "You probably should."
Echo.
Jackson, shut up.
I probably hear Jackson. I'm like, fucking idiot.
You like say echo and it echoes. Zilzap slaps his head. You hear like almost a chuckle. And a voice goes, Gilramore sending their finest again, I see.
Oh.
Is that one of you guys? Who the fuck is saying that?
Is that Ushuk?
Do you say that?
Yes.
He goes, that is I, the spiked dragon. Welcome.
You know, we didn't get a very good description of you.
Oh my god, Jackson, stop talking. We went over this. You shut your
Okay.
damn
so
mouth.
You say that you didn't get a good description? You
Yeah.
hear, well, and this is from like way off in the distance. You hear a, well, let me fix that for you. And you hear like a, as like these massive wings like blow. You feel like the wind like hits you and you kind of stumble back a minute as like this like breeze comes from the back of the cave and hits you. And you hear a in front of you. And you see a large
Manticore.
cat-looking creature with this humanoid-looking face lands, its paws hitting the ground, spikes coming out of its back and out of its tail that's whipping back and forth as it settles its large red dragon-looking wings into its body, and it says, is this a good enough description for you?
A manticore! I knew it wasn't a fucking dragon!
Do you say that in character?
Yes.
And
Jackson, shut up.
that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Oh
I'm gonna just look back at the dead kobold and be like, seriously?
Yeah, I just love that Zittlezap is just like watching this happen. Like just watching,
The commentary.
right? Just watching Jackson just, I knew it!
I think I need to add a counter to the chat of how many times I tell Jackson to shut up.
It's not stopping here, sister.
Cool. I find a manticore.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Does.
Yes.
You know,
Actually,
The-
kind of, yeah.
Folly of the Gods party gets a chimera, and you guys, and we get to fight a manticore. Cool.
But
You want to know what
well,
the Mandari's cursed people are going to be dealing with this week?
What's that?
Fucking Leviathan.
Nothing.
stealing a boat.
Ukatoa.
Ukatoa. Ukatoa. Let's start our goodbyes. Catherine. Yep, those are words.
Yeah, me first. Hello, everyone. Or goodbye, everyone. My name's Kat, aka that RPG chick on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much all social media. I stream on my personal channel, like variety games, doing like RuneScape, Hades, Apex sometimes, because I'm trying to get over my anxiety of streaming Apex. But yeah, if you want to hang out with me, you can follow me over there. And thanks for coming out.
Cool. Jacob, you want to tell people where they can find you?
Hey, everybody. My Zittlezap voice is not my real voice if you're new here. But I am very sore now. If you'd like to hang out with me, you can find me probably just here right now. I've got a lot of busy life stuff, and I haven't been able to do any like personal streaming. So if you want to follow me there or on any of my social media, you can find me at Jake the Bard _. I started a podcast though to kind of still be able to make content in a way that's a little bit more feasible with my schedule. And it's called Coffee Break, a D&D podcast where I talk with a bunch of people from the D&D community about everything that is to do with D&D and why they love it and RPGs in general. So if you want to check that out, that would be awesome. And I'll go ahead and say it. This Saturday, we will not be playing Mundari's Curse. I have some things coming up that I just won't be able to play that day. So we're going to take a break from that. But I'll try to make sure that we run a rerun of the previous episodes. So for those who missed it, they can take the chance to watch it. But thank you guys again for being here, and I'll see you guys next time.
Cool. And then Tyler, you can follow at MiniKnight17 underscore, right?
Yeah, I thought you were saying, Tyler, where can we find you? And I was like, bro, you know he's not here.
No, I was just gonna say if you want to follow him,
about this.
he likes playing games on his channel once in a while. He plays like Minecraft and Valhalla and stuff like that a lot. So, he is MiniKnight17 underscore here on Twitch, and I'm pretty sure it's the same on most of his other stuff. But Michael, would you like to tell people where they can find you?
Yes, indeed. On Wednesdays here, I play Jackson and Terrace. On Mondays, I run Folly of the Gods. And on Saturdays, if I wake up on time, I moderate. Over 3 currently. So
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
I got a good streak going. But yeah, you can find me here on Twitch at Darth Brennan and on Twitter at Darth Brennan. Twitter, I mostly just tweet about going live and Star Wars and Marvel stuff, and I retweet Marvel and Star Wars news a lot on my Twitter. So that's if you're interested in that, go ahead and follow me there. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Have a good night.
Cool. And then thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I've had a ton of fun writing and working on all this, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. And next time when we come back for this, you can watch our friends roll initiative, and we'll be fighting a Manticore right off the bat. Should be fun.
Sick.
Personally, you can follow me at The Winking Wizard. It's here on Twitch and on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. But yeah, you'll mostly catch me here DMing this or playing a character in our other 2 campaigns. So be sure to come back here on Monday for sure to catch Folly of the Gods, and we'll see you guys here.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Ivastea History Check on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. That's on Sunday. So come back on Sunday, and then come back again on Monday, and then Wednesday, and it's just all the days be here.
Yes.
Or else.
So, yeah. Okay, not that far.
We're not.
That was too much.
Or else I'll give you a hug with your consent.
There we go. There we go.
go.
We can live with that one.
Nailed it. You
Yeah.
stuck the landing.
Superhero landing.
So yeah.
Call to the knees.
Okay.
Deadpool references.
We'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good night, and as always, adventurers assemble. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.